just sitting on my chair, and then my mum walks in. So I'm just holding this dead hamster.
What? Hamster?
Oh, wait, sorry, Zet. Oh, welcome to the zoo.
Oh, welcome to the zoo.
This is mine and Zet's official podcast.
Yeah, we have always wanted to make a podcast for a very long time. Now we're finally doing it.
Oh my God, Zet, it's kind of like a revelation in our lives. What are we doing? This is a new experience for us.
You know, I have no clue how to do this. What is a podcast even?
Yeah, to be honest, like I think I'm the only one with the experience of a podcast, right?
I mean, as far as I know, you just sit and talk, right?
I just talk to myself.
Oh, yeah, I do that every day for an hour. Yeah, it should be easy to do it with a friend.
Exactly. Right. I know. I think we should talk about why we're doing this podcast. Because
that's a good idea.
I'm glad you think that. No, because obviously we've always wanted to do a podcast.
I remember way back when we first met up on with everyone. I remember. Wait, was it Scobie that brought it up first?
Yeah,
or was it us?
I think it was us, and Scobie was kind of wanting to be involved.
But I remember we basically always wanted to do it for years now.
Yeah.
And yeah, now we're doing it without Scobie.
No, Scobie's just been pushed to the side. We're doing it without.
He doesn't even know that we're doing this.
Oh, how sad. Oh no.
But we'll bring in guests. We'll bring in guests eventually. Scobie's probably going to be a guest sometime. So at that point, he'll know.
Yeah. So you might be wondering as well, oh my God, this podcast, this screen of the podcast is quite how do I say, jungly?
Jungly.
Yeah. And the name is quite
animalistic.
Animalistic, yes. Yes, and it's completely stupid because it's just a combination of our names.
Oh yeah, it's literally. I don't even think we came up with it. I think. Oh yeah, wait.
No.
We were streaming the forest. Remember the co-op forest stream that we did?
Yeah.
We did on my channel.
Which is kind of mad because the forest and the zoo. Wow. Oh yeah. That's very.
No, but basically, you were dressed as a woman the entire time, and there was the whole joke that we were gonna get married, and then people started giving us ship names. And I'm pretty sure the zoo is just one of those that we just took.
Yeah, it was completely. And I mean, it's kind of a good name for a podcast because it's just got themes. You can theme it towards a zoo.
I mean, it's certainly better than Zet0r.
Yeah, Zet0r. Oh wow, what could we even do with Zet0r? Look, that's just out of the question.
Welcome to the Zet0r podcast.
Oh God, and the oh no. Oh no.
At least we could be welcome to the stew, and then we can play a gorilla sound or something. Do we have a soundboard?
A gorilla? Yeah, let me just press the gorilla sound. Did you guys hear that? Oh my God. That's now the gorilla sound.
Yeah.
Can I try and connect that to a soundboard?
We're making that an actual soundboard now.
Yeah. Yeah, so we always wanted to do this podcast. It was I mean, I've been inspired quite a bit by several creators, like Rooster Teeth. I'll give one example of. I've watched Rooster Teeth for years, and I love their podcast. I watch it not every week, as much as I can. And I've told you about it too.
Yeah, every time we've tried to plan this, and you're always like, "This works," and I'm like, "Have you seen this over before?" Yeah, Rooster Teeth.
yeah, Rooster Teeth. I'm not just yep. Look, podcast is so fun. Rooster Teeth. That's Rooster the only Teeth. One.
I haven't really listened to podcasts ever, except there was a period. How many years that was before I even started YouTube, where I was listening to the Yog Pod. So I think that's the only podcast experience I have, and that's a long time ago.
Yeah, that is a long time ago.
They
don't do it anymore,
that?
do they?
No, they don't.
No. we both don't. I don't know.
I'm not looking it up anymore, so I don't know.
Screw that. No, but the Yog Pod is kind of like a two-man thing, which we've kind of got going on, so that's kind of cool.
So maybe we do have inspiration from other places than Rooster Teeth.
Nah, Rooster Teeth are the only ones that are good. I mean, yeah, Rooster Teeth. That's the only one I listen to anyway.
Well, basically, we tried to aim for 4 people, but we're only us 2, so it's what we can do.
So we claim that we rip off the Yog Pod instead. That's kind of what we do.
It's better to claim to rip off another podcast than to just say it's original.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we did actually
should we just
try.
Bring Scobie in? should we quit this now and bring Scobie in?
Oh yeah. Welcome to the Subi 125.
Okay, yeah, no, that's not happening. Sorry, Scobie. That's why you were never allowed. We were thinking about names. He's not gonna watch
Could you
this.
imagine an actual like company of any kind where they deliberately fire one person because he doesn't fit the name?
Oh my god! Wow. Imagine Notch's name was like Apple. No, wait. Why did I get Apple? I think it's because of Notch's Apple. But imagine his name was like Kyle or something. No, that would be so boring.
What does that have to do with Mojang?
I don't know, but they'd fire him. Like,
no Kyle's allowed to work on
imagine
Minecraft.
Kyle being the lead developer for Minecraft. Notch is so much cooler.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that reminds me. Because we've always wanted to make a podcast, but we actually did try one time, and we did that in Minecraft. Do you remember that?
I don't know.
We had like I remember we had it all set up. We were like, okay, everyone find like a scary topic or like a spooky theme or something, and then we would go into Minecraft and we would put down like, and it was so stupid because what we put down was just like world edit templates. So we just put down like a house and like a ship, and then we started talking about our ghost stories.
God,
I remember
it.
And me and Rose and Pyro, I think.
That is such a throwback.
That is so long ago. Holy crap.
Those people don't even play with us anymore.
Yeah, I know. I remember that especially Pyro just really sucked at paying attention. So every time we would have a story, he would sort of break the window and go, oh, I remember, I think your story was the house. And Pyro would just walk outside, just staring through the window.
Oh, so did we build these things?
No, we just took them from the internet.
No, we just world edit. Wow, that's so rude. Why?
And we didn't even like, try and follow like a recipe or anything. We just literally used a world edit tool that loads it from the internet and just places it. You didn't even play Minecraft. I remember you set it up. You didn't even play the game. It wasn't even creative mode. It was like a separate program that modified the world.
Oh my god!
From the outside.
What? Oh,
I remember you showed it. You're like, this is so cool.
Yeah, my god, I didn't realize how good I was back then. Look, if you gave that to me right now, I'd be like, what are you doing? I'm old. I don't even know how to screenshot on my iPhone. What are you talking to me about world edit?
Well, I mean, I can tell you that it's the home button and the sleep button at the same time, and I don't even have an iPhone.
The sleep button. This guy calls it the sleep button. The lock button, Zet.
Oi.
He's old now.
Oi,
right.
Don't you dare mock
that
me.
Minecraft thing. I remember that because you did it about a ship. And I remember you doing that animation for
and I did an animation. Yeah, that's right. That's probably still on my channel, to be honest.
Oh my god.
If anyone's listening to this and you want to go watch a throwback that is pretty cringy, go to my channel and I think...
Oh my god. Do you think we have high voices?
Yeah, we do.
Oh my god.
Or kind of. Like, not full squeaker, but we're like definitely more in that direction than where we are now.
That's not good. I don't know.
Yeah, don't go watch
that. Completely do not go watch that.
No, I think the video is called What Happened to the Ship, and then parenthesis Mary Celeste. I know it was Mary Celeste that was the ship. And I think the whole idea was I think the story was that a ship was sailing and then suddenly when another ship found it was just completely empty of all its crew. No one was there. And then I asked you guys,
so many bells.
I asked you guys, like, what do you think happened? And I remember that your story was the one that became the animation, because you started talking about Superman falling down the staircase and then keeping the ship afloat. And then Batman and Robin comes in with like an invisibility machine.
That's so great. That's so cringy. Why did you let me do that? Why did you animate it? No.
I literally animated a T-stand Superman falling down the staircase in Clue.
You know, I don't remember me telling that story. That is so crazy. I need to go watch the animation myself.
I remember I asked Pyro, and we had to force Pyro to pay attention because every time we asked him, we're just like, what? I was listening, and then I basically repeated it, and he was like, Voldemort.
I remember Voldemort. I remember him saying Voldemort. That is like one memory I have of that. Why do I remember it?
When you think of Pyro, you associate him with Voldemort.
Just Voldemort. Okay, yeah, and all the barrels. Okay, so that's mad that we talk about Pyro because like
there's a long time ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who, the Banter Brigade, who we are right now, that aren't involved anymore. And
there's even more. It's weird because I know Pyro in real life, so to me, I still feel like I'm acquainted to him. I don't talk to him.
Do you? You don't?
No, I don't talk to him. But like we've had other people that are like completely different. We got Turtle. Remember Turtle?
Yeah.
He was the founder of the group.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure, or like in a way, right? Because he's not the founder of the Banter Brigade, because we became the Banter Brigade after he had already sort of left. Yeah. But he was the founder of the first group that you and I joined when we first met up.
Yeah.
And there was someone else there. Oh, we had a different Smithy. We had a different Smithy.
Oh my god, we did. And he was Welsh.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he came from me. he came from my land.
He came from me.
Yes, that was actually mad. Yeah,
I don't remember ever knowing where it was from, but I think he was Smithy Rocks or someone. Smithy, if you happen to listen to this, shout out to you, man.
Yeah,
although I kind of doubt it.
That's a big shout out. Holy crap! Wow. Yeah, but we like that animation, man. I remember that. I don't remember it fully, but holy crap! The Voldemort thing is just so prominent in my brain. That's crazy.
I remember I photoshopped Voldemort with like blushy cheeks and like eyeshadow. Or did I even Photoshop that, or did I just Google my way to that? I can't remember now.
Oh my god! Yeah, I mean, maybe you weren't as good as Photoshop.
I mean, definitely not. Have you seen my thumbnails from back then?
I haven't revisited the olden days in a while.
God, I know that it's
quite nice to do that.
There's some weird thing on YouTube where yeah, I'm slowly dying. If you scroll far enough down, it just stops. Like I think at some point it just doesn't let you go further back.
I guess that helps with cringe, right? Like, please, like they probably do that because so many people complain, right?
Do you think so?
I would not like people watching how I was, because I was a little autistic kid, you know. I was just so dumb. I don't know what. I look back on myself, right, when I was 13, playing with you guys. I was 13, by the way. That's mad. When I first met you guys, I was 13. I'm 19 now. I'm in university.
Mm-hmm. It is a long time ago.
But when I was 13, I look back and I'm like, oh my god, I used to be
Wait, wasn't
like
it
that.
more than 6 years ago?
I think 7 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were 12.
Wait, no, I was not 12. No, I was not 12. No.
I can't remember I don't even think we asked about age for a very long time, but it was more than 6 years ago that we met. Because I remember I went way back to the first video. I think the first video I have with you guys in it is called New Friends, Prop Hunt Funny Moments number 3 or something like that. I can't remember if it's the number 3.
New Friends.
But I remember checking it, and it was 6 years ago, but I checked it like half a year ago. So it has to be 7 by now.
Wow, that's a long time ago. I was not 12. Come on. No. Oh my god, if I was 12. That's crazy. That is crazy.
That was pretty funny. Man, the group has been through so many people. Remember the Skype days?
Skype days? When we used to play Gmod all the time.
I mean, Gmod's still kind of relevant, right? So that doesn't feel like a throwback to me, at least.
A main content video now is when we played Dead by Daylight, but a main content video back then was, let's jump into a session of, Trouble in Terrorist Town or.
Mm-hmm. And I remember we always had the Skype group, and there was always a call going. It was just like when you came home, you would just click the join call button, or if no one was on, you would call, and then someone would pick up, or no one would pick up, and then you would just call again. And we just had a group of
if no one picked up, you just wait for the next person to call. We'd all jump in. Oh, it was great.
Whenever you see a missed call, you just immediately call yourself, and then they'd pick up.
Yeah.
And we were like 10 people.
Oh, we were a lot of people, yeah.
Thinking about it now, I would probably get, like, if I was me now, back in that day, I would probably get really annoyed from a group call with 10 people constantly ringing every day.
Oh, I know, but times change. Oh my god.
Skype didn't even have the option to disable notifications. Every time someone sent a message, you heard that whoop whoop sound.
Oh man, do you know what? As soon as we switched to Discord, I was so happy. It's such a nice software.
I wasn't even bothered at all by it back then. But now that I think about it, if I was me now, I would be so bothered by it.
Yeah, no, but when I switched, like, I was like, Skype all the way, when TeamSpeak came out or whatever, I was like, Skype.
Yeah.
But then Discord, right? When I transferred, I was like, how did I ever use that?
Yeah. I remember Linka found Discord first, and we all kind of refused to use it.
Yeah, no, of course. We were so adamant that Skype was the best.
Skype is the best, man.
Yeah.
And then we all switched to Discord, and then I remember it worked out pretty well, except we were all kind of annoyed that Lenka and Scobie went and made their own server. You know, one that was just theirs.
Oh my god, yeah, I do, and I joined eventually. How did I get to join? I don't remember.
I mean, because
I think I snuck my way in.
You basically didn't have a choice, right? Because we were basically
rebelling. I remember.
We were basically rebelling kids. Like, no, you guys can't be the admins. We'll just never join, but then eventually we'll still join because that's where all the sessions happen.
Yeah, it's like, oh, CS:GO. Okay, I guess I'll join.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
But eventually we did make our own server where everyone was admin, and then Lenka and Scobie refused to be in it for a while.
Oh, mad. So mad. But you know, we've all grown up now. We're
all grown up now. Now we use our server. We won.
Yeah, my server.
Oi.
So we have a private server. We have a public Discord server. We have a private one. And I'm very happy that I'm the creator of that private one, so I can kick whoever I want out.
I'm an older leader than you, who's the owner of the public one.
Yeah, but I used to be. I can claim my fame to that. No.
So many things have happened. Jesus.
Yeah,
we've gone through so many games as well. We play Payday all the time.
Payday. Oh
remember
my
that?
god.
You know what? I wouldn't be opposed to going back to it. I think I still have it installed, to be honest.
Of course, yeah, because there's so much. They constantly update that game.
I made I made a plan with myself, but I told you guys about it, that I would eventually have every single heist, a video on every single heist. It would be like the goal to play every heist once and make a video on it. And we're like,
how's that working out for you?
We're like 20% through.
Yeah, honestly, there are so many heists. There was this one they've added recently called the White House heist. Sounds amazing.
I heard someone say that it has an ending. Like, it's literally the ending to Payday.
Payday 2?
Yeah.
Whoa.
The story just ends
Trump?
there. So there's an actual story behind it suddenly.
I think Trump kills them. Should we bring this into politics? So yeah, what? No.
Basically, he built a wall.
To keep all them hooligans out who rob banks.
Bank robs. No, I think basically from the Hoxton revenge heist, because Hoxton was replaced from Payday 1 to Payday 2 with Houston, who was then just called Hoxton. And I'll bet you that was because they couldn't get that actor for the second game.
Of course, yeah. And as soon as Payday 2 burst, he was like, yeah, I want some of that money, you know.
I mean, it was quite a while in, but they made a big deal out of it with breaking him out, and then the Hoxton we knew was a fake, and he's actually called Houston, and it's just like I don't think it's a little brother, but I remember he was a little brother to someone.
Maybe it was the main guy. I forgot their names, to be honest. Don't know how you remember.
The main guy that I played was Dallas, and then Chains was the black guy.
Chains, yeah.
And Wolf was the crazy guy.
And then I was I was Chains. Then as soon as Hoxton came, I was like, yeah, I want to be the British one with the burnt face.
Just because he's British.
Yeah, just because he's British. You know what? I'm kind of patriotic when it comes to that stuff. I'm like, yep, I'm the British one, right?
But I think ever since that heist, they started adding story to it, and that's the awkward thing, because that's sort of the last heist we did. Kind of like we did some heists after it, but that's sort of the last real heist we did. So we kind of stopped when the story started.
Yeah. Oh my god. And that's the type of game where you don't even want a Payday 3 to come out, because they're updating the game so much. It's like Minecraft.
How long has that game even lived?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember also that game was what did the best on my channel. Like, it's comparable to DBD now compared to other videos.
Yeah.
And Scobie kept nagging me like, just only upload Payday. Just only upload Payday. Yeah. And I kept refusing him because I always thought if you went into a rhythm of only uploading one type of game that succeeds more, you will grow faster, but you will also sort of land in that trap where
you'll just fit in that
the moment you upload anything else, it won't get anything, or and your channel will die, or you're forced to keep uploading one single game. And look where we are now.
So how's that working out for you?
To be honest, I'm pretty happy because Payday was fun. But I think Dead by Daylight is a lot more replayable. Like Payday, you play it's fun because there's so many heists. But I imagine once I played every heist once, I would be done with it. That's a long time. Yeah. But for a 6-year YouTube career of only Payday, that's not enough.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
No, but I used to dislike Dead by Daylight, didn't I?
I remember that.
Do you remember
we
that?
forced you into it a few times as well. But you disliked it only because you were bad at it.
No, not only because I was bad at it, but because of how glitchy it was. Do you remember when they released that update and you could not play?
Oh, you're talking about Ready Up Simulator.
Yeah, so we were in games for like 20 minutes trying to join, maybe longer than that sometimes. Trying to just get into a match.
But that was only when we played.
That just put me off it completely.
That was only when we played Survivor Friends, because we had always only recorded Kill Your Friends. So from a YouTube standpoint, it was only Kill Your Friends up until here recently, where I started editing some streams. Which I gotta be honest, I always wanted to do it, but I always prioritized Kill Your Friends over it because they were sort of more special, more fun. And the reason why I'm suddenly doing a lot more streams now is honestly because we play a lot less. Like, there's no secret in it. We just play a lot less. You could say it's sad, but in a way it kind of makes sense because Scobie's working, Mert and Dennis are working. I'm like not so busy with university, which is probably like more of an exception than the norm because you're busy with university. Smithy got really busy. I think it's kind of it's sad.
I think Smithy's working full time now, so.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and
shows how
Wolf,
much I know.
Obviously, I think Wolf is he's in third year uni now, so he's proper. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's kind of sad, but it's
getting
like
on with their lives, isn't
it's not really avoidable. So I've accepted it. We still record it whenever a new killer comes out. Honestly, if you mix the streams in, we roughly record often enough to have a Kill Your Friends video every second video until we play again. So it works out. Now I have something in my throat.
Is it air or it's it make me feel like I have something in my throat? Do you know what I mean when someone does that?
If we don't cut this out of the podcast, hey viewer, do you have something in your throat?
Probably. They're probably like, yeah, I do.
Wait, considering we're uploading
when
this,
was the first?
Considering we're uploading this, but it's a podcast. Is it a viewer or is it a listener?
Sorry. Oh.
Sorry, you just blew my mind.
Oh no, I was just confused. I was like, aren't they the same thing? But no, they're not.
Oh no!
Wow. Podcast listener.
We'll just say viewer, and then eventually we'll upload it to like any other podcast platform where it's audio only, and it'll just invalidate the entire podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Making such a big deal out of it.
Do you remember when Dead by Daylight? Sorry, I just want to talk about Dead by Daylight. Shut up. Shut up. Stop talking. You're talking about the future of the podcast. I want to talk about the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go on.
I'm joking. Sorry. Yeah, no. I just want I want to reminisce about like the first time we ever played Dead by Daylight. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Because I don't want you to tell me about it. Because I'm trying to remember. I've been trying to remember, right? Like what? I don't remember the first time I played it.
I remember
I just remember playing it, and
Okay, no, I didn't remember it until I just thought about it because we recorded the first time. So I remember the first video, which reminded me of the first time we played. So
was I there? Was I present?
I think you were. I think it was you, me, Robbie, and Rose.
Because wow, okay.
I remember I saw Dead by Daylight on. Was it was CNanners or it was Chill Chaos or was some one of those Gmod guys back in the day. But they played Dead by Daylight's beta, and I was like, this game looks cool, and I showed it to you guys, and we were like, oh, it comes out in like a week. So we actually all pre-ordered it basically on a whim. We were like, the day I showed it, we all agreed to pre-order I think they had a 4-pack as well.
Right.
And then
I think I remember something about the 4-pack.
Yeah, and then we literally waited. On the day or the day before it was released, we waited till midnight, but then it didn't release at midnight.
Oh my God.
So we waited like another hour until it suddenly unlocked, and then it was also like a 7 GB download. It took 15 minutes, and then we were really tired, but we were so hyped to play it. And then we played it. I remember the very first game, I think, was Rose playing Killer.
Right.
And we were playing in Autohaven Wreckers, the green map. Mm-hmm. And I just remember, we were so scared. Like, every time the heartbeat, crouch everywhere. We didn't sprint.
Oh my God,
we didn't know we
remember
could
how
heal each
terrifying
other.
it used to be.
We didn't know we could heal each other. I remember at some point I can't remember if you or someone else just said like, "How'd you heal?" And we're like, walk up to each other. And the wiggle mechanic. And I remember the second game I played, I also played Wraith. And I remember Rose was the last one and the hatch opened. We're like, what? You can escape with that. Like it showed up in the HUD and we're like, what does that mean? And then I find the hatch, and I don't tell you guys because I'm the killer, obviously. But I see Rose go for it, and I just rush to it, and I just get the grab. Like, literally last frame.
Right, I see.
Because I remember that was so hype, and that became the thumbnail of that entire video, the whole theme of it. So we played it the first time.
You have a great memory.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing.
Not to toot my own horn, but toot.
No. But I think back, right, on old videos and never toot. I think back at old videos and old times and stuff. I remember the Skype days, but I don't remember specifics. And you're very good at that. I'm like, what? How is that a thing?
I don't know. I'm like, not to toot my own horn, but like I do think like it's not something that I'm like, whoa, I can remember a lot on myself. It's like I'm getting told by everyone, how do you remember? And eventually I've just sort of come to the acceptance that I must have a good memory, I guess, because I remember people that show up in my stream that have only been there once before and half a year ago. There's an example. Just the stream I had yesterday, which is not going to be relevant for whoever is viewing this video because that will not be on the same day.
Oh yeah. Don't date
the last stream I had, someone showed up, and I remembered the person from the YouTube streaming days. And this is like, it's like half a year since I stopped streaming over there. And
it's pretty good.
It's just like, I know immediately who it is.
You do have pretty good memory. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Especially because of the Minecraft thing, right? Mm-hmm. Same thing with the Minecraft thing.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
We've done we haven't done a lot of content on Minecraft. We've done that podcast that didn't really work, and I turned it into an animation. Yeah. And then we did creeper parkour.
No, but I mean, I did a lot.
Yeah,
like
you
back
were a
in
Minecraft
the day, that was
YouTuber.
my thing, right?
You and Wolf.
I started off like that. Me and Wolf always used to. So we did like these survival maps. We always used.
I remember
that.
Do
like parkour. Parkour was always it because Wolf was like claiming he's really good all the time. So
I watched that and I remember thinking that I wanted to join, but I never asked.
Yeah.
You say you don't know. I didn't tell you.
No. But I'm like saying in agreement. But it's kind of crazy that we've gone from Minecraft to where we. Oh my god! We used to play Minecraft when we were 13, and now we're playing. Oh my god!
I unironically still love Minecraft.
Of course, Minecraft we still play it. What are you talking about?
I mean, I know you, but I'm telling you, but I'm also secretly telling the viewers.
Oh right, yeah. Minecraft is still a good game, guys.
It really is, and like, there's a lot of hate going around it. There's a lot of hate going. I feel like there's just generally a lot of hate going around.
The hate is not really happening anymore.
Not anymore, right? But there used to.
Was a thing.
I feel like hate just generally goes around for any game that seems childish, right?
Nah, I love Roblox. What are you talking about? No, of course.
But like,
that's true.
It's a blocky world, and sure, it's also for kids. But just because it's also for kids doesn't mean it's exclusively for kids. Same applies to Fortnite, which everyone hates. Obviously, partially because of its popularity. Popularity brings hate.
Yeah, obviously.
But if it was like PUBG that was as popular, even when PUBG was, it wasn't as popular, but to scale at its time. It didn't really get hate because it was like a realism. It was like an adult game, it was a cool game. Then Fortnite comes in as like a children's game that is suddenly so popular with all the kids, and that's why it brings hate. It doesn't really matter though, does it?
But I mean, there's games like Minecraft, like Fortnite, right? That may look childish, right? But anyone can play.
Yeah,
that's a thing.
You can have fun even if there's no blood. Like, what does blood add to the fun?
I mean, it does add, I think it adds a bit of fun, but I mean, it's just different types of fun, right? No, there is. Like, if you shoot someone in the head, and it's very, this makes me sound a bit demented, but it's very pleasurable when there's just a wound and blood splatter.
I could make a joke here that you say pleasurable, but no. Satisfaction is part of what games do with particle effects, which is what blood is.
So, but there's just different types of games, there's different opinions, right? You can't base a game which is centered around.
I completely
respect
Doom
when
or
people
something,
say, right? Doom. Doom is a game where you rip enemies apart completely and blood gets everywhere. But then Fortnite is just a friendly game where you build, you have fun.
Yeah,
and stuff
you
like
build,
that.
you have fun. I mean, it's still a shooter at its core, right? So when you say you build, you have fun, you make it sound like it's Minecraft.
You build, you have fun. No, you obviously shoot people, but it's kind of just, it's like cartoonish, right?
That's
Doom
exactly
is meant to be realism.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, but I don't think that necessarily makes it bad, which is why it gets so much hate.
No.
And I completely respect when people say, like, I played Fortnite, I didn't really enjoy it, or I don't really like the concept of building. That's completely fine. But, like, I will say, 90% of people that say they don't like it, when asked about why, they're just like, it's a crappy game.
That's the worst thing, right? And people don't respect other people's opinions, which is so annoying. when you say, yeah, that's fair, you don't like it, but I like it. Like, well, why do you even like that stupid game? Oh, man. Look, why do you suck your mother's tits still?
Oh, whoa.
Infant.
Whoa.
You know,
that's an ironic statement that hating on childish games makes you childish.
Oh, crap.
That's kind of ironic.
That went over my head, sorry. I don't know what you just said. Talking about childish games, though. What were, like, your favourite childish games? Childhood childish games.
I really loved Hello Kitty's Island
Don't say
Adventure.
My Little Pony. Oh, my God. We always used to joke
hold
about
on. Good memory ringing in here. Not to toot my own horn.
No, I remember Hello Kitty childhood. What's it called?
Hello Kitty's Island Adventure.
Yeah,
that was Scobie's thing.
We should have a compilation. We should have a compilation of how many times it's said on the channel, because I know this over the years it's been said many times.
I just remember the CS:GO cooking show.
No,
Hello Kitty's dick-shaped cookies.
yeah. Oh wow. But yeah, no. Aside from Minecraft, what was like your main games as a kid? Because I'll tell you mine.
Okay, you asked me, and then I'll tell you mine first.
Because I just want to talk about myself.
Yeah. Go ahead. I want to listen.
It's also the Ooh. It's the Ooh podcast as well as the Z. So no, but
what?
I don't know. I'm getting a bit weird.
Right.
Yeah. So. My favorite game, like of all time, I think my favorite game is Left 4 Dead 2.
Right.
Do you understand this? My Left 4 Dead 2. I mean, this is kind of where the Zoe meme comes from, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously Zoe, I play Meg on your channel, Zoe, and it's because of my love for Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
It's not because she's fit and has a good art. No, well.
Totally not.
I love. No, but I love Left 4 Dead. I used to play it every day when I came home from school. I used to have a Boomer plushie. I don't know where that went.
Oh, you know what? A Boomer plushie actually sounds awesome. Because it's like fat and everything.
Plushie. It was actually, it was Steam made. It was made by Steam. Sorry, I need to sip my coffee.
Oh, sorry, I need to flex a little bit.
So you flex, I'd put that $1. No, but Left 4 Dead 2, man, that was so good. And I just have such fond memories of that game. And I bet, even if I revisited it now, I'd love it.
Yeah. No, I really like
what? Talk about Rooster Teeth. Sorry.
Hold up.
But like they actually recently uploaded a video of Left 4 Dead 2.
Right.
Like do you know the expansion campaigns? They were
expansion or like custom?
No, expansion. Like what was it called? That one we had to sacrifice Bill. Sorry, spoilers. Do you remember when you had to
now if you don't want
spoilers? It's called the sacrifice.
Well, I guess you don't have good memory, huh?
Yeah, I know. Oh god, yeah. So the sacrifice, right? I think they were playing that or something. I don't know. I'm completely wrong, but I was watching. I was like, oh my god, I want to play it again.
I feel like Left 4 Dead is just a classic game that never gets old.
Right? Yeah.
That's gonna go down.
That's my fondest memories of childhood.
Yeah.
Like of me getting home.
It's really cool that they actually added like all of the Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns into Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
So if you just play Left 4 Dead 2, you have both games.
You just have but you can play with both characters. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love it. It's completely amazing.
We used to play that. We used to play that as one of our main games way back, mixed in with Gmod as well. Like I love Left 4 Dead as well. It's not my favorite though. So at some point I got tired of it. I didn't even know. I didn't know it was your favorite though. I knew you loved it.
Yeah, no, completely.
Didn't actually know it was your favorite.
God. My favorite childhood game. Oh, well, I mean, it depends which kind of way, which kind of childhood I'm talking about. You know, because like when it comes to the computer era, which I kind of call my childhood, that's all like Left 4 Dead 2.
Wait, computer era? You call your childhood? So what are you on now?
Oh, this is my infant. No, this is this is my toddler.
Yeah, you know, because you're playing Fortnite and Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. All the childish games.
Yeah, exactly.
Childish games alike.
Throwback, but in the current time.
No, but I think, I mean, I was 13, right? Or 12. You know,
which
so
is actually even more ironic that you
computer.
played gory games when you were a kid, and then you played childish games when you're an adult.
And now I'm playing Fortnight, right? Screw.
And the same for me as well. I think playing Call of Duty as a kid.
Children back then were better than the children now.
You know, when you say that, right? Compare Call of Duty as a children's game to Fortnite as a children's game. I will say Fortnite's probably better, right? Not in a game sense, but for a children's game in that sense.
Yeah, but it's just each to their own. Yes, again, because I'm kind of really loving Fortnite, and if it was out when I was really young, I would play the crap out of that instead of Call of Duty. I think.
Yeah, I can imagine too. I think Call of Duty. I feel like those two would compete directly, so it would be one or the other.
Yeah.
You would just play.
But anyway, as I was chatting, do you know, like back in the day, before I even started on PC, like what. My main console is like PS1.
Right.
PS1, PS2.
That's really old. PS1?
Yeah.
I never had a PS1.
My brothers. I have an older brother.
Yeah.
So is his.
Right.
But holy crap, PS1, PS2. I don't know which one it was, you know. But
I had a PS2, but I didn't have a PS1.
Yeah, but bloody Crash Bandicoot, man. Oh, I could, do things that no. But I love that game so much.
I don't think even I really played Crash Bandicoot.
How did you not? What did you play?
When I played on the PlayStation 2, really early games, I played Ratchet and Clank. I love that series. It's still a pretty cool series actually now. Recently played
the Wii version?
I played the
nuts
Wii?
and bolts. The Wii? Do you remember the Wii?
No, I don't remember Ratchet and Clank for the Wii.
Oh wait! Oh, I wish I'm gonna go. I'm sorry. I need to check. Sorry.
No, I played the really old ones. I remember it was really difficult for me as a kid.
It's for the 360. Okay, so yeah, go.
I played it as a.
It was difficult.
I played it as a kid, and it was really difficult. And then I replayed it, and it was just way too easy.
Yeah. Oh right.
Yeah, I emulated it a little bit later, but you can. But I played that. I played Kingdom Hearts, which was my favorite game of my childhood. So if you're asking about my favorite, well, Kingdom Hearts 2, I would say.
Okay.
I did play the one Spyro game where you had the girl dragon, the purple one.
Oh my god!
I think she might have gone and become.
See, that rings a bell.
I think she might have gone and become a main character. So she's probably in a lot of Spyro games now. But
I see.
I think it was the first one she was introduced in.
Right.
And then I played one Crash game. I played the Crash. Wait, is it even Crash? The one where he has like a mask and you throw it at monsters and you take control of them. You ride them.
Oh my god, what is that?
I can't remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure because it's all with the Mojo thing, right? Is that not Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah. Well, like kind of Aztec-y.
Yeah. So you had some like Mojo mask.
He's got his companion, which always goes, "Oh my god!" You know that
You threw that mask at a beast, and it became yours, and you would jump up on it, and you would ride it, and it would have special moves based on which beast it was you took control over.
Oh my god, I do know that. I do know what you're talking about.
I played that and its sequel, and that's the only Crash games I played.
Did you ever play Rayman? Rayman's a one with like the 3D. No, but I remember. I used to play the 3D.
I remember Rose had Rayman, so I seen it over at his house. Because me and Rose are childhood friends, and there was this one level. Okay. I know nothing about Rayman.
Is it like the 3D version or the 2D?
It was like a 3D. I know nothing about Rayman, so I don't know if this is actual gameplay for the entire game. But there's one part where you're sliding along like glowing beams of light as rails. You're sliding along them. You have to jump from rail to rail to avoid stuff that came at you. And I found that so scary.
Oh my god!
Which is just so stupid.
God, wait, if my memory serves me right, I think that's Rayman Hoodlum Havoc.
Oh well, I have no clue about the name.
That was such a great game. And the start with that big purple, the big purple frog. I don't know his name.
I know nothing about it because I was over at his house and he had already made it to this level and we played it one night. Or basically he played and I watched. Game. I found it scary. Like, I don't know why. As a kid, you find so many stupid things scary. Like genuine terror. I mean, you remember back at it and you're like, oh, this is the scary part, but then it's just not scary.
I don't really remember. I don't really have vivid memories of scary games. I mean, probably just actual scary games like Silent Hill, which I used to watch my brother play.
I didn't actually play any scary games. Just remember there's always scary things in
but I don't really remember any non-scary games being quite scary.
But it's probably like it's not actually scary. It's like the developer, because the developers are obviously adults because kid can't code. So they thought
kid can't code.
So they thought that the children they thought it wasn't scary, and they were like, yeah, this is a children's game. But then children find it actually scary.
Oh right. Well, I mean, I think you were just a little scaredy cat.
Yeah, maybe. I did like for the longest time completely intentionally avoid horror games and horror movies. So I probably was actually. Which is why I also whenever people asked if I've ever watched any horror movies, the answer is always no. Like I'm not scared anymore, obviously, because I'm an adult. But I'm just not watching.
He says,
because
I'm an adult. I'm not scared.
But on the inside, I'm really terrified. No, I don't really watch movies anymore. So I never gotten around to it. But people always ask, like, how come you've never seen Halloween? How come you've never seen, what's it called? Jaws? Was it not Jaws? Wait, was it the Saw?
Jaws Saw. Is a shark one. Oh, Saw. Okay. I mean, it's got the letters. Except for
Saw, like all of those horror movies, and I'd never seen a single one. As a kid, I avoided them, and then now I just don't really watch stuff.
No, that's fair enough. I mean, I think growing up, because I'm doing a media degree in uni, so I kind of, it's all movie. I'm doing like the movie side of stuff,
Oh right.
So it's all very. You need to have watched movies. I've watched a ton of horror movies, so I've grown up. I think it's kind of different, right? If you grow up watching it, being around households which do like it, I guess you are less scared, which is kind of mad.
I think that's true, but I remember like purposefully avoiding it. Like when people, because kids always found it. Some kids anyway, always, the cool kids. I wasn't part of the cool kids when I was a kid. They were always like,
everybody F in the chat. Wait.
F in chat. Wait. We're not streaming, Lew.
Wait.
F in the comments, guys. We're not. We're like they watched horror movies to be cool, and I purposefully avoided it back then. I just clearly remember it. I can't remember reasons. I can't remember situations. I just remember cool kids watched horror movies. No, I was also scared of them, and I also wasn't a cool kid, so it further established my not cool kid status.
Because it was a thing. I actually do remember that, because it was a thing where like cool kids, we're cool kids. We watch horror movies, because I mean.
But to be honest, there were probably
several instances where I slept over a house or something. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then people would be like, "Yeah, horror movie." It's like, why a horror movie? Why can't we watch another?
Yeah, exactly.
Movie? But I mean, I wasn't opposed to it, so I'd watch it.
But then one person would say horror movie because he thought it was cool, and then everyone else would also think they would be cool if they said yes to it, so people said yes to it.
It's kind of mad.
Yeah.
Kids are stupid. Yeah. And that's why I'm glad I'm not a kid anymore, and I'm an adult. And I'm 90. I'm independent.
I'm now closer to dying.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. But then you have like... you had like you when you grow up, you sort of completely change your attitude and your idea of movies and games and stuff, and it's like it just becomes from playing games like Crash and Spyro and those sort of childish games, and then watching horror movies to be cool, to playing like realistic war shooters to be cool. Everyone played Call of Duty.
Yeah, but was that to be cool? I mean, I think back in the day they were genuinely an entertaining game.
Yeah,
right?
No, I definitely agree with that. But I also remember maybe it was just because I had a different perspective on it back then. Because I remember I wasn't allowed to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That was the game everyone played. I had a PlayStation 3 at that time. But I remember I did this. It was actually pretty funny. I one day on my way home from school, I went out and I actually bought Modern Warfare 2 without my parents knowing. I wasn't allowed to play it. I had money.
How'd you get the money?
I had money.
Oh, okay.
I had money. I saved up.
Okay. Oh
and then I came home. I knew I was going to be home alone like that afternoon. So when I came home, I wouldn't have any trouble, carrying the box with it. And then I hid it in like a box near my bed that my parents would never look in, and I would play it anytime I was home alone, and only when I was home alone.
Oh my god, did they ever find out?
Yes, but not because I played it, but because my brother played it when they were home.
Oh my god, well, did he take the blame? He must have taken the blame. That would have been rude.
Being a kid as he was, he just said, I just found it in Zet's box. I was like, what?
God. What's your mom and dad say?
Yeah, I mean, they got a little bit angry, but we were allowed to them play from then on.
That's kind of mad.
I just remember
I was never like banned from games
because I always
always
everyone played it, right? Everyone in class, That's why I had the idea that it was like the cool kids game back then. I was like, I finally got the game, guys. I could join you. And then every time they would ask if I would join, because like I wasn't in the cool kids group, but I also wasn't, the opposite. I was like sort of neutral, right?
The nerdies.
I was sort of neutral. So so I got invited because I showed interest in it, but then like I had to decline so often, but I couldn't tell them that it was because my parents couldn't find out, because that was sort of embarrassing on its own that I wasn't allowed to play for my parents. So it's just like, nah, not today.
Don't really feel like playing it, unfortunately.
Yeah. And that went on for a month as well.
My parents are the type of people, like I'd be in school and every parent would be in Asda buying it for the kids, like an 18 game, queuing up like after release. My mum was in the shop buying me the game. So it's fine.
I just remember the throwing knives in Modern Warfare 2 were so fun to use.
Modern Warfare 2 is another game which, holy crap. Xbox 360. You had a PS3. I had a PS3. So you were kind of PS3s, right? Consoles have changed so dramatically because PS3s were like so. I mean, maybe they were underrated, but they were just everyone had an Xbox 360 and everyone claimed that was the best one.
But I feel like specifically in Denmark, it was the PlayStation that was dominant, but only in Denmark.
That's crazy.
Because here it was like one person in class had an Xbox and everyone else had a PlayStation.
Completely different here.
And now we're at the point where we got, we still got the PlayStation, the Xbox, PS4s, and Xbox Ones.
Yeah.
But like we got games like Fortnite with crossplay. We got the Switch, which also crossplays with PC too. And I don't know if you've heard about this, but recently Xbox announced that they're bringing Xbox Live, the whole online system, the whole account system, to PC and Switch and Android and iOS. It literally means you can log into your Xbox account on PC, and sure, you'll be like, what does that mean? Well, it means if a game developer makes a game both for PC and Xbox, like big game developers do, they can have native crossplay. Like, it will immediately just be cross-compatible. You buy it on Xbox, you play it on PC, and you play with people on both.
Bloody hell, it's crazy. It's complete. Which brings us to our sponsor,
Xbox.
Oh, imagine that. That'd be mad.
That's a big sponsorship, Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, things have really changed.
It is crazy.
I love crossplay.
Because cross-platform becoming the norm.
Yeah, I am so happy about that. Because that's the one thing that I hated about consoles, is that like if your friend had an Xbox and you had a PlayStation, too bad.
Yeah, you couldn't play together.
Yeah, it really sucked. Crap. But now we're moving to places where, and there's even still people that we play with, that I play with, that are on consoles, and we can play with them because of games like Fortnite. And it's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, everyone at my uni, everyone back home, everyone I've ever like been friends with, really, none of them have PCs.
They're still in the console peasants, man.
Yeah. They're only, they haven't joined the race. Yeah. The master race. The race. That sounds weird when I say that. When he does say master race. Master race. It just says they haven't joined the race. Oh, that's weird. But
they haven't joined the race.
No. But it's so good because I I can just load up Fortnite.
Yeah.
Say yo, jump on.
And it's gonna be even better.
Yeah, we play Fortnite a lot. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I mean, Fortnite's kind of leading the charge right now. But in like, give it like a couple of years, and at that point, new games that have come out from now since now to then will likely also have crossplay.
What about Dead by Daylight?
No, Dead by Daylight came out before.
Yeah, but what do you think about? Do you think it would even work with crossplay? Because I mean,
it does.
I think it's
right?
It must be. Well, it has it.
No, it doesn't have it, but it should. It should work because they have their own accounts.
Why?
So the problems with crossplay is the game the same? You know, is it the same mechanics and the same controls and the same distances, sizes, and models and everything? And do you have some account that is independent of the system? I think Dead by Daylight uses your Steam account a lot, but they do have your own DBD account on their service that stores your blood points and such.
Oh, I see.
Right now it's not crossplay, but because they have a separate account system that is independent of consoles, you could load that up on any console and you could make that crossplay.
So it has potential.
It has potential. Really cool. I don't think it will get, but that's more of a prediction based on the developers, because crossplay is a big undertaking and Behavior is not a massive studio.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't really know that things about crossplay. Like you had to be on the same server. Yeah, that's kind of.
Well, the whole thing is,
Zet teaches me a lot.
Can you get someone on one system to communicate to someone on another system? And the only way you can do it is if they speak the same language, which they will if you make, like an intermediary language. So take Fortnite.
Yes.
Take Fortnite, right? You have your Epic Games account. You played it on a console, right?
I have.
You link your Epic Games account.
Yes, and I still have my John Wick
skin. And that's
skin.
exactly how it works.
And I'm like, oh my god! I always build massive structures. so I always build a palace.
You know, whenever one bullet whizzes by, all my mats are gone.
I have full mats. A bullet whizzes by. Where are they? Oh man, I used to love those John Wick memes.
Oh yeah.
But as soon as the skin came out, right, it was just
as soon as it became irrelevant.
This guy can build a mansion. Oh, it was
those
good.
memes were pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can just take that meme and just put it on any other tier 100 skin, though.
Yeah, I know, but John Wick is so he's no, you can't. No, I own John Wick. It can only be on him. God, the new season 8 battle pass is quite sweet. I kind of like it.
I don't like the tier 100.
What do you think about the pirate theme?
Do pirates have never been me. I don't dislike pirates, but it's just never.
You've never been a pirate?
I can't say I've tried.
Yeah, I can't say I have either. But they kind of.
But
maybe my dad was one or something because it's in my blood.
I'm Welsh,
I love pirates. Welsh people are pirates. No, but I love pirate things like Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh my god, I used to love those movies.
Oh yeah, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I used to get.
Whoa.
Okay, I want to say in my defense, I've always grown up with Pirates of the Caribbean and not Caribbean. That's always.
But you're even saying Caribbean wrong.
Oh, okay. Crap.
You're saying both iterations wrong.
Okay, how do you say it? How do you say it?
Just Caribbean or Caribbean.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to try and remember it, but I've been so used to saying. Now I can't remember what I said.
You said Caribbean.
And Caribbean.
It's okay. I mean, each Caribbean, Pirates of the Caribbean.
But everyone here have always pronounced it that way, and I can't fault what I mean. I can't fault. I am faulting Danish people for having terrible pronunciation in general, so I don't know why I trusted them. But I'm so used to hearing it that you corrected me before, and I still said it wrong today, just out of habit.
I think we've spoken. I think maybe the last time we even tried to speak about the battle pass.
Yeah, exactly.
We had this conversation. Yeah.
We also talked about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
No, I love those movies.
Yes, you kind of said that wrong.
I love those movies. They're really great. They're really funny.
Yeah, they're really good. But that's why I kind of like it. I've always grown up with.
But I don't really like pirates. After that, I remember I played Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
And I didn't. No, that's 4.
Oh, okay, crap. Shoot me down, why don't you?
No, I played.
That's the pirate one, though.
I played 3. Yeah, the 4 is Black Flag, which is the pirate one. But 3 also had sailing in general, and I didn't like that mechanic, and it was because it felt too piratey.
Yeah,
which was kind of weird. So,
did you even play 4?
No, I didn't play 4. Obviously. No, I don't dislike pirates. You know, it's a cool enough theme. It's just not like it's like neutral. You know.
Yeah.
I neither hate it nor like it.
That's
it's like,
fair enough.
yeah, it's a theme. Cool, I guess. So nothing against it.
But they have really cool. The skins are cool, right? The skins on the battle pass are really cool. The banana. I like the banana.
Yeah, the banana's great. Yeah. The tier 100, not so much, to be honest.
No, tier 100 is crap.
Yeah, it's. I really saw crap. I saw a meme at some point that it's basically Lifeline from Apex Legends.
Oh my god, it is as well. Yes. Oh wow.
It really is actually.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, no, talk about new updates anyway. I just want to quickly touch on like Dead by Daylight new updates.
Right.
So
yeah, that just came
this
out.
Plague bitch. What do you think? What do you think of her?
You know, it's basically a throwback to Left 4 Dead with the whole boomer.
Oh
mechanic.
my god! Do you know what? That's exactly what we said when we first got into the game, right?
Yeah.
We're like, oh my god, it's a boomer.
Really, we did. It's gonna go and become your favorite killer because of that, isn't it?
No.
What do you take me for?
Just because I like Left 4 Dead, it doesn't mean you can. Okay.
I hear a lot of people say it's the spitter.
I have no joke.
And I'm like, no.
The spitter? No.
No. It's not.
That's a boot. Spitter don't. What?
Spitters don't vomit.
No.
Spitters spit.
To be honest,
it lands on the
though,
floor and it stays there. It doesn't cover you.
Do you know when you like 360 as this new Plague girl and like the puke goes in like weird stringy? Yeah. That you did that with a spitter actually. That was like a thing that you could do with a spitter.
No, because you shot one projectile and it would just land somewhere and become spit.
Yeah, but that projectile, as soon as it comes out and you go, you know, spin around.
No, I think that would just affect the trail. Because the spitter had one projectile. It was one bolt. It had like a trail of spit or slime, but where it landed, it was just one single thing. It wasn't the entire trail that landed. It was just the front end of it that landed and exploded into a pool.
Yeah, the front end. Yeah,
so if you
trail would go mad. I remember. I feel like I distinctly remember seeing it happen with the spitter. Unless I'm just putting it in my mind now because you said.
But I don't remember because I can imagine the trail might have spun, but because the way the spit is just a bomb, like a bomb that explodes, it would only land in a single spot, so there would be no point. So I don't remember seeing it, and I can't think of a reason you would do it other than to look funny. Which I suppose we might have done.
I mean, the versus mode, right? Yeah, the versus mode. You want to look at each other, go.
Oh, do you remember the montages where it was all just karma charging, just a charger and charging off the map?
Oh my god! Oh, that was my favorite thing to do. As soon as I was a charger, I'd find a place off the map.
And I would also always do that, but I would just no one would just ever show up. And I would just stand there, and it was like, victory.
Yeah, that was the most depressing thing, wasn't it? Yeah. When you're just standing there.
Or when you exactly miss.
Or when you're a tank and you just instantly get wrecked by fire.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, have you ever been like that?
Yeah. No, everyone who's played tank has been like that because you always Molotov the tank. Oh. You kind of have to.
Yeah, I hate that.
Mm-hmm. You know, we were talking about the new Dead by Daylight killer. We immediately
I was going to say, but this Plague girl.
I can see why people call her Spitter for appearance reasons, though, because she's tall, she's thin.
Oh, right? Yeah, and she has these saggy boobs and gaping mouth.
Oi, don't you go dissing my girl, the Spitter.
But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying she has problems.
No, I think mechanics-wise, it's a lot more of a boomer. But like, could you imagine if it was actually like you get spit on or vomited on, and then zombies start spawning in?
Oh,
that wouldn't fit at all.
No, I think Left 4 Dead should stick to that. Left 4 Dead. Okay, no, we shouldn't stop. We just stop talking.
Yeah, let's not go there. No, I think the I think the new killer is actually it's the only killer in the game where the survivor counterplay to her power, you know, cleansing yourself, is also beneficial to the killer. Is it? Because you got the trapper, right? If you disarm a trap, it has no benefit. He has to reopen it. Hillbilly, well, dodging. What else do we have? I guess the nurse, the huntress, it's all just throwing. But with the plague, when you cleanse yourself, you also turn that fountain into that corrupted fountain, which is something you can use for the special power, which I think is so clever.
Puke.
It's so cool.
I think it's
it
cool.
makes it feel
I
like,
really like that.
You know, if that wasn't there and you just cleansed and then you were done with, it would feel like such a letdown. You know, you just covered someone, it only got halfway full, and then they're immediately clean again.
And you're like,
right?
But because the fact that it cancels out this fountain,
it gives you some where you're like, oh, but that's still fine. You know, I can go use this now, and I really like that. And also the sound is scary. The ching,
that little ching, Nice,
I think that's really cool. I feel like
I really like the look of this bitch as well. I always call them bitches
really well designed.
because I feel like they need, like the crown. I don't know if it's a crown, a helmet.
Oh,
kind of
you don't want to know how much work I went through making the thumbnail where I had to cut out the crown.
Oh my god!
Because you know I cut out the characters. That crown, I had to go through every little shape, and because it was, you know, it's a screenshot. It's a little bit blurry when you zoom in that far. I couldn't really tell, so I had to just sort of guess. That took so long to do. So yeah, I hate her crown. Nah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, I
pointed it out,
but I kind of she has like one half of her face like ripped or burnt.
I pointed that out in my in my video of it. No, I just think it's really cool design. I don't think there's a particular reason other than to be cool. Because the plague is like
I'd love to know why.
It's like a corrosive type of vomit.
Yes.
I would assume.
Actually,
maybe not. I don't know. But it's definitely something rotting, right? So the fact that half the face is rotten off and the other is not,
it's like plague
just
ridden.
shows. I think what's cool about it is it shows, right? It shows what she used to be, because every killer in Dead by Daylight used to be.
Which she used to be a piff, like, you know, like that one half of her face which isn't killed is quite nice.
And every killer in Dead by Daylight used to be a human too. They used to be people, just like the survivors. They've just gone insane under the torture of the entity. So she used to be an actual priestess, right? She's not evil, you know? She's not like a cultist leader. She's a good priestess for a god that, you know, they believed in back in the day. Because she's from the past. She isn't from the current time. And I think that the face that just shows that, it's kind of like a window to the past.
Yeah.
That the entity left there intentionally, you know, because it's unrealistic, so it can do that.
That's like,
which I think is just so cool from a design standpoint. Props to the developer or developers that designed that part of her look, because that's just cool.
It's really cool. I like that. She looks terrified too. I'm looking at a picture of her, by the way. She looks terrified. Like,
terrifying or terrified?
Terrified.
Oh, I haven't seen her face
like
that close.
The one. Yeah, like the one part which isn't burnt off looks terrified.
Oh yeah, you're right. Holy crap!
Which is really cool.
Yeah,
she's kind of cool.
It's kind of like she was caught in the moment of death on that left side.
And that kind of makes sense that the developer left it there.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, if that was the intention, not just because she's supposed to look scary.
Yeah. That'd be really cool. I like that.
Yeah, I think
she looks
from
really
a power standpoint, like how good she is. I think she's very close to being balanced. I think she's a little bit on the weaker side, just slightly
weaker.
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Because I played her a little bit more. I played her a little bit more after our Kill Your Friends session that we had, and I noticed that, you know, I said the thing where when you cover them with vomit and then they cleanse, it's still a benefit to you, and that's cool and all, and it kind of still is, or it feels that way. But in a way, even if you do consume the fountain, you get the damaging vomit. It's like it's on a time limit. So if you don't find anyone, it's basically they cleanse and then it's done with. And I noticed it's actually harder to hit than you think. I've tried so many times to sort of aim ahead of them, and it seems like it would hit, but it flies just a little bit slower. So it lands right behind. And I've had so many times where I've lost the entire gauge, the entire duration from just missing constantly, to the point where I would have gotten them if I didn't even try to vomit. I just went for the left clicks.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's
fair,
slightly,
but I blame that too.
but very, very slightly under average, right? She's not underpowered.
Okay.
She's just, you know, slightly below the exact center. And I feel like if she should get a buff, it should just be the vomit speed. Nothing else. Just how fast it flies.
Okay,
so it's a little bit easier to aim.
Or duration or something.
I mean, there's
Maybe
no duration on damaging vomit, because that doesn't cover you in vomit. That just hurts you.
Just
or are you talking about the duration of having the damage vomit?
Yes. Yeah.
No, there's add-ons for that. I think that's pretty.
Do you know what though? Looking at this bitch and looking at the one that is just released, I'm like, what is the other one? I didn't really like it.
Talking about the Legion.
Yeah, the Legion.
You know,
like compared to this, I'm thinking it's just very.
You're not
bad.
the only one with that opinion. The Legion is.
What do you think?
Is pretty generally hated. You know, I think the Legion is. Yeah, I think I predicted this as well.
I liked how spooky it was, but compared to this girl now, I'm just thinking that's not a good character.
Yeah. No, I feel like when the Legion first came out and I streamed playing the Legion a little while after our Kill Your Friends games, I think I predicted it. I can't remember if I actually did, but I think I predicted that it was going to be a bit similar to the Doctor for me, in that it's a killer whose power will just constantly annoy survivors. Because if you imagine the Doctor, you get scared, and it doesn't actually hinder you in any way, except you just constantly ping your location to the killer. You know, it's just a radar scan. He knows where you are. That's really annoying to deal with, especially for me, because I'm like a stealthy sort of try and juke and get away type of survivor.
Yeah.
And with the Legion, it's not a radar scan, but it's annoying in that the only thing it really does is it hits you, and you're basically still guaranteed to get away, because it doesn't down you, it just hurts you, even if you are already injured. But it just forces you to do that mending action, which is just, you know, a boring healing action. So
some people,
it's like, you know, there's the really annoying things because you just can't juke them. You know, they're too powerful. But then there's the really annoying thing where it's too easy to juke, but it's still just not fun, because it forces you to do the mending. And I feel like that's sort of where the Legion is. I don't hate the Legion though as much as everyone else. I feel like he's kind of cool in concept.
Yeah, but do you realize that the Legion is kind of close to the Hunter of Left 4 Dead, and this new bitch is close to the Boomer of Left 4 Dead.
Snap!
What?
Whoa, hold on.
What's going on?
Hold on.
Let's go back to Left 4 Dead.
Wait, what was the killer before the Legion?
I don't remember. Wait, the Spirit maybe?
Was it Spirit? Is Spirit close to any Left 4 Dead?
So. Yeah, the Spirit is like witch.
Oh yeah,
the witch. Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, at least design-wise. Yeah,
design-wise.
Could you imagine if there was an actual witch killer, which is like you have very little terror radius, so survivors get really close. You're pretty small, so you're hard to see, and then you move really slow. But as soon as someone gets close, you get on a full sprint.
Yeah. So there's just a killer where you just can't get near her.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get near her,
I can imagine that would be so weak, though.
It would be weak, and two, I mean, you just need to go into an open field and just run away.
Or maybe if it was like a power, you know, like she moves normally, but when she holds right click, she turns into the walking slowly thing, and then only if she's holding right click when someone walks into range, then she gets a massive speed boost, but only for that person. So you want to just get up to people and then
really
do it.
cool.
That would be cool, actually.
Okay, DVD hire us and sponsor us, and
hire us and sponsor us at the same time.
Yeah, but interesting topic. But we should probably wrap this up now. Yeah, this has been a good podcast.
A pretty good first episode.
Yeah. So we're probably going to continue this. We're probably going. Of course we are. No, we're gonna continue this. I don't know when it's going to be, but look out for it soon. Subscribe to my channel, and make sure to follow us on socials.
Yep. All the links are in the description.
So yeah. Thanks for watching.
You.
Goodbye. Bye. So yeah, I don't even have a hamster. So it was really weird to find it under my brother's pillow. Right. Yeah, I didn't even know what to do, so I just threw it at her. I was just so confused.